Hey. Hey, hey. Hey, 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 hey. It's vlog time. Alright guys, day 8. So whoo, life is a roller coaster of emotions. Let me tell you. So I finished my second book this week. The attached book. Unbelievable, first of all, for anybody that really struggles in relationships and kind of either can't get a partner, can't keep a partner, seems to always get the wrong guy or girl. There's just seems to always be tension in your life, all that kind of stuff. Amazing book, because it really spells out kind of what you don't know. I always like to say you don't know what you don't know, so they really let you know what you don't know. And to be honest, it's kind of made me think a lot about things where, you think of the unicorn relationship like, oh, there are people that can just love you for who you are. There are people that genuinely don't disagree with pretty much everything you say. There are people that don't put you down. There are people out there that when, you're having a bad day, they actually don't take it personally. I've never experienced this unicorn, but apparently 50% of you out there. So anyway, it was just nice to really get an understanding that, hang on a second, like, there are people out there that can be like that. So that was nice to kind of read. And then they really kind of go over what effective communication actually really looks like, which seems pretty logical. You just kind of say exactly what it is, but what they kind of went over is a lot of the times people that are insecure attachment, so either anxious or avoidant, oftentimes when they argue, they actually can't de-escalate a conflict, and they can't use effective communication. So what will generally happen is you'll take things really personally. You won't talk about only what it is that you're arguing about. It'll just become a generalized, like, you are a horrible person, whereas you're actually just arguing about like spilt milk type thing. So just keep talking about the spilt milk. Which really was an eye-opener, because that is definitely something that I do whenever I argue, with people. I definitely going to, blame, generalization. I withdraw completely. I take things personally straight away. Someone's in a bad mood, it must be because of me. And then, well, it wasn't because of me, because I didn't do anything wrong. And, yeah, so that's opened my eyes to definitely an area that I need to work on. But it also kind of reinforced the fact that, it's really hard to build that skill, which, by the way, they say is so buildable. Really, really easy to learn how to be secure attachment. All you need to do is be around those type of people. Which is funny, because it brought the saying to my head, show me the people closest to you and I'll show you who you are. I think something like that, or something along those lines. Show me your 5 closest friends and I'll show you who you are. Because you really are a product of what you're surrounded by. If you're surrounded by anxious, avoidant people, that's generally speaking the type of, conflict resolution style you're going to have. So I guess my message for anybody that is struggling, please have a read of the book. Oh my gosh, it is so eye-opening, and it's very comforting to know that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. And yeah, the next thing that kind of that led me to is really understanding yourself And what works for you and what doesn't is so important when it comes to communication. So a lot of people say in relationships, you know, you've got to communicate really well. Communication is so important, and it is so important, yet no one teaches us how to really communicate, right? I don't really know how to communicate my needs. So last year I only found out, I know I keep harping on about this, but last year I only figured out how to identify when I'm having a particular emotion, when I'm having it. I'm still severely struggling in communicating that feeling in a way that isn't harmful or hurtful to the other person, that doesn't put them down, that is only going to be a win-win solution for the both of us. So I'm kind of in that space at the moment where I now know where I'm feeling, what's going on, but I kind of need to figure out how to communicate that better. I think, I'm not sure, but I think that's where I'm at. So that's where we're going to be practicing. So as I said in the last video, I'm going to be trying to get a communications book next to read and really practice that, because yeah, my communication on emotions and needs, negative, non-existent. In terms of everything else, I've actually come up with a bit of a theory which I think I might try and figure out how to record for you guys and teach you guys maybe on the next video tomorrow. I'll try plan that out and kind of show that to you guys. Hopefully it'll help some of you out, because it's the first thing that I did when I went on leave second day, and it's drastically changed how I feel about myself. It's drastically changed how I feel about the choices that I'm making and the decisions that I'm making, in a way that has just made everything so much more positive and more like calm. So I'm hoping that, you know, if anyone else is kind of in that, I don't know what to do, kind of stage, it'll kind of help you guys, give you a bit of a clue as to what might be a good area to have a look at, or what really rings true for you and what feels right, and gives you the permission to really start working on that thing, and hopefully that gives you guys a bit of strength and help and support there. So I'm going to try record that for you guys tomorrow. But yeah, so my takeaway from today is that read the attachment book. It's amazing, you guys. And that communication is key. But first and foremost, understand yourself, learn yourself, understand what you need, what you don't need, and then learn how to communicate that effectively. Yeah, what else can I tell you guys? These are getting so much harder to make. I would have thought that it would be so easy just to give you an update, but I feel like I want to give you guys value for these videos. Oh, right. So yesterday, actually, this is important. So yesterday I had a family gathering, which usually for me is a very interesting experience. I generally struggle with family occasions because there's a lot of stuff. You can even hear it as I'm saying it. Like, I get really tense around particular family members and in general family stuff. I don't feel very like comfortable or safe or whatever. So I'm the one in the corner that doesn't talk usually. But after, once you see the day 7 video, after being able to handle or get back to zero after the conflict that I had a couple of days ago, that gave me a lot of power, and I realized that I actually do have control over situations that I'm usually really afraid of, and And it really just opened me up to being more open and engaged and just allowing myself to be love and connection. So essentially what happened was I walked in, sat down, and I couldn't stop talking. I just started saying things that I've learnt about, you know, sharing with you guys, I think has really helped as well. Just sharing on video has allowed me to start sharing to real people. Not saying that you're not real, but I mean, I'm talking to a camera. So that's really helped, I think. And it was so great. Like, I genuinely felt like I had such a good time for whatever it was, like an hour and a half or two. Yeah, so if anyone does struggle with conflict and it stops you from, you know, talking to people, like, I mean, to the point where I struggled with conflict to the point where I would avoid walking out into the kitchen at work if there was a person there, because I really didn't want to talk to them. Not because there would be a conflict, but I just didn't know how to deal with people. I didn't know how to read people. I didn't know what to say, what would be the right thing to say, like, keep a conversation going, like I'm just here to work, you know. It was just like this tense, stressful experience. So for anybody that is kind of like that and really dislikes interaction with people or hates conflict, have a look at my day 7 video. Hopefully it'll help you guys, because it really helped me. Like, instantaneously, I feel so much better about talking to people and knowing that I can come to a happy medium and I don't have to be in a lose-lose every conflict I have. So, yeah. That's, I guess, kind of all I've got for you guys today. So, I hopefully will be able to post this video the same day, because my internet's been a bit not great. Oh, something else that I during my morning cardio today that I realized, smile is so important. So I'm going to try to smile more. I am always constantly told that my face looks like a beige face. So I'm going to try be a smiley face, because I've noticed that a lot of people that you genuinely like to open up to and connect to, as they generally have a smile and they're genuinely quite happy people. So I just want to try and show that, because I genuinely am inside, but when I'm just concentrating on things, I just look like I'm really not happy, and then no one wants to talk to me like ever. So I'm going to try to change that. So hopefully you'll be able to see that in these videos. And yeah, I'm going to try to smile more. So if you guys ever see me in person, you see me doing one of these. I can't really do it on cue, but I'm not an actor. But if you see me doing one of those, please, poke me and be like, girl, you're not smiling. And yeah, I want to try to get into the habit of that. So guys, smile. I know it's annoying and sometimes we don't feel like smiling, but if you just start smiling, your body can't help it, and you're just going to be happy anyway, and you'll find a reason to be smiling. You will instantaneously find a reason to smile, because your brain's going to be like, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? Okay, looks like we're doing this. Well, why not? I mean, this is okay. Yeah, I mean, we could be happy. Oh, yeah, I mean, like, the sun is out. That's pretty cool. Okay, cool. Yeah, I already feel better. Sweet. That's literally how it goes. So, try it. I'm trying it. I hope you guys will try it. Smile. Be awesome. And I think I want to start trying some new tactics for my videos as well, seeing as I'm getting into the routine of posting every day. I'm going to try maybe play around with the thumbnails and some editing. And I think I'm going to start like actually writing down what I'm writing about. Because at the moment I just put the camera on and talk. But I think I'm going to try maybe structure out what I want to cover as I'm going through the day, so that it's a little bit more valuable to you guys. Yeah. So stay tuned. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow with my little theory. What helped me immensely. Hopefully it'll help you too. Okay. Bye, y'all. Love you.